August 3rd, 2021. I was here to this spot on Wednesday of last week where I noted that the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Darren Henfield, was doing the same thing that the Haitians were doing in the bus across from the Church of God. They were setting up a triplex without any permission, any permit, and the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Member of Parliament for North Abaco, Darren Henfield, was doing likewise. So I went to town planning to see if he had a building permit. Lo and behold, he didn't have a building permit. This morning, Tuesday, the 3rd of August, lo and behold, I see a number of a building permit number posted in the front of the building that the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Member of Parliament for North Abaco, Darren Henfield, is erecting. So I immediately, before I go to camera, go and check my check and balance to see how did this happen, because we had a holiday and it was the weekend, so how did he get this? I was told that he sent a little girl inside there on Friday. And the chief consular, Roscoe Thompson, approved it. I know that this is out of order, so I immediately called Roscoe. The reason I say it's out of order, I had to call members of the Understand that's on council, because after Hurricane Dorian has had to get a town planning board together. So council has resumed responsibility for town planning. But Roscoe Thompson is not a dictator. He cannot alone decide what should be built and Understand. He does that in Marshabo. We have people on council that is from Understand that has to know what's going on. But Roscoe went quickly. I don't know what deal him and Darren Henfield has going on, that he could go and disrespect the persons on council that's supposed to be saying about buildings that is approved for Dundas Town. Roscoe alone signed it, which is illegal. So I called Roscoe and asked him how could he overstep his boundary as chief counsel and disrespect the elected members that are on council from Dundas Town. He said he didn't see anything wrong with it because Ministry of Works approved it, so he signed it. I say Ministry of Works don't dictate to Dundas Town Township. Dundas Town Township look at the plan, then they send it to Ministry of Works. Ministry of Works don't send anything to the Understand Town Planning and say sign off on it. But this is what's going on. But because of my wanting the best in my community, whether it be a Haitian's bus or Darren Henfield's building a prefab building for his office, it ought to be done right. Nobody has the right to overstep their boundary, whether it's Minister of Foreign Affairs Darren Henfield, Admiral Mills, Roscoe Thompson, or anybody. There has to be a process, and the process was not due process. It was a rush to judgment that overlooked and overstepped the boundaries and the power of the chief consular. What the chief consular must also remember, he is now chief consular because of Dundas Town. The persons from Dundas Town voted for him to become chief consular. Do not throw nothing back in our face and overstep in your boundary as if you're a dictator. That doesn't sell well with me. And especially when I'm calling to find out how did this happen, how did this rush to judgment. You see, if the Minister of Foreign Affairs would have respected the elected people, the same people of Dundastan that elected him as Member of Parliament also elected us as town committee members. You can't show no disrespect. Respect has to be shown across the board. So lo and behold, today, what should have happened before this building was started in Dundastan is that the Member of Parliament ought to know that he needs to have a building permit, and it has to be posted before he starts. But after the process, lo and behold, we have a building permit posted. But because of the power of the video, all of a sudden we got a building permit. That's what guys do. I hold their feet to the fire. Number 19, 2021, but this is just being put up today. But all of this has been done beforehand. So in essence, he actually put the cart in the front of the horse. The cart can't pull the horse. The horse got to pull the cart. And I noted that plywood there came from Grace Baptist Church. How the church, see, in America they separate church from state. Why is the minister have Grace Baptist Church full of plywood that they can't even worship? Man, take that plywood of the church.
This man always stay on Darren's property?
We got
That's what I want to know.
we got the minister here.
This man always on Darren's property.
I am on the edge of the road.
Can somebody please tell me why the man always crosses?
I can tell you. You want me to tell you?
Property?
I want to know.
Darren, why you stay on this property?
Let me know when you finish.
Let's go, man.
I want to know why the wood in the church. Why the wood in the church? Why the wood in the church? Huh? I wish she needed to find her. She's getting all upset. That's the pastor's wife, and she want to know why I'm here. I'm doing the video.
Stop doing that, guys.
You need to start church.
Why you on White's property?
Start church.
Go tell them that.
Oh, this is a different thing. Oh, it's good to.
Tell them why you on this property.
Don't not get angry. Get angry, but don't sin.
Not only this property belongs to White,
Get angry, but don't sin. But it's good that Jackie knows so much about everything, but they can't start that church. Get that church started. But she want to know why I'm here taking a video. I'm here because I'm a member of the Dundastan Town Committee, and I want to see. I am elected to make sure the thing is right. I don't know why she's here. That's the question, why she's here. She's the contractor, she's the consultant. I am here because I am holding their feet to the fire. And that, because I'm here, they are now got a building permit. Before, they didn't get a building permit, but now they got a building permit. And that building permit was gathered on Friday. As we take picture of each other. Oh, I don't dislike anybody. This the property. It's the property. This the property right there.
This was our family property. Our house went in 1999.
Be careful what you say. You're on TV.
No.
You're on TV.
Our property went in 1999. Why is this man always troubling this family? What is it about you, Mr. Mills?
I thought you all was my family.
Are you jealous?
We all family.
Are you jealous? We're one family.
That's family.
So why do you keep doing it?
Keeping the feet to the fire. The hot.
Why?
That's the heat. The heat.
Whose feet?
Kai Mills.
You cross the road to come on your at least.
So what are you to do with this building? Since you asked all the question, what are you to do with this building? I'm on the road. So why are you on this property? Why are you on this property?
That's adjacent to ours. This belongs to Brian.
You better try and get that straight. Send that out, and make sure you're right. We're battling with truth. Make sure when you send something out, when Kai come and say something, Kai, make sure that it's truth. Make sure the information is truth. We want to make sure. We want to make sure that she get it right. Now that she preaching, she's a preacher.
Why is this man
Now you're preaching. I'm glad you're preaching. I want to get you on tape preaching.
always on Minister Henfield's property?
Anyway,
Why doesn't he go and
I'll leave her there preaching. My thing is that they finally got a work permit, a building permit. That's my thing. The building permit has been erected, and we're right here to make sure that it's done right.
I don't know if nobody sent him the video I made.
We'll see you in church. We'll see you on church. It's amazing with that little talk with Minister Henfield's sister, Jackie Rubens. She called some names of who the material belongs to in the church, but I'm not going to call their names. But why is material coming out of Grace Baptist and stored in Grace Baptist for Minister Henfield's building? That's why I say that the building material that he's using, they're the same material that I saw brought there from in the back of Spring City in the bush. So it's evident what she said just now, that the church is full